We talking rom-com, we talking action, we talking drama and movie classics. Whatever you want, yo, we have it. Cause we talking movies on the podcast. So I married a film critic. So I married a film critic. So I married a film critic. Hey honey, I just want to talk about the movie like casually. You don't have to bring up the cinematography. Honestly, let's just talk about like how the characters were fun. Married a film critic. So I married a film critic.
Welcome to So I Married a Film Critic, a discussion between a professional film critic and lecturer and me, his wife of over 20 years, who just likes to watch movies for fun. I'm your co-host, Julia.
Hey everyone, this is Barry. How you doing?
We decided to watch 2026's Wuthering Heights with Margot Robbie. Is it Robbie or Robbie?
Ooh, we should have looked that up before we did the show.
And
now we don't know.
And Jacob Elordi.
Are we saying it wrong?
Okay, you saw this first.
Yeah.
You should talk about your experience because you went and saw this in the theater.
I did, because it was the only thing to review on Valentine's Day. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to see this thing. I've been watching the trailers to this movie basically swoon me to death. And it's like, fine, whatever romantic comedy of all times, the Valentine's Day epic film of 2026. So I went by myself. I was grousing about it the whole time. And the first 20 minutes, like, this movie's as stupid as I thought it would be. This sucks. And then the leads show up, and the film completely started to work for me. And the visual choices were fascinating. And by the end of the movie, I was a mess. I took a before picture of myself holding up the ticket, making like a face. And by the end of the movie...
Were you crying?
Yes. But in my defense, not as hard as everyone around me. It was like being at a funeral. I was surrounded by sobbing young women. And as far as I could tell, I was the only sobbing guy in the theater, but I do it quietly. I was surrounded by like very demonstrative wailing. I thought, wow, they've never read this book.
Well, when you came home and told me about this experience, I was like, I do not want to see this movie. The trailer honestly really turned me off.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. And it was one of these trailers that just did not go away for months and months.
Because listeners, really liked the black and white version, but there's a couple versions. Which one do I like?
You like the one with Sir Laurence Olivier.
Yes. So I was having a conversation with my mom after I saw this movie, and I was talking to her. I said, do you remember showing me the black and white, Wuthering Heights? And she was like, I don't remember watching it with you, but she's like, I love that movie. And I was like, me too. So when she comes to visit, guess what we're going to watch? And you don't have to watch it with us, but
whatever you are doing that night, I'm busy, and I will be out of the zip code when you're watching that. Because I've seen it, and I thought it was Snoozeville, and I had to read this book when I was a sophomore in high school.
See, I never read the book.
I don't like these stories about unrequited love. And by the end of like chapter 35, 600 pages in, it's like they're old and they're holding each other's withered hands. Like, I always loved you. And then the movie version, you've got like Giant, where it's like Rock Hudson and Elizabeth Taylor and their old age makeup doing the same thing.
Okay, but
I can't stand these movies.
In the Laurence Olivier version, it's just their ghosts haunting the moors. Come on, that's how like true their love was.
It sounds like a scene from the haunted house at Disneyland. It's so dopey. I've never liked this story before. And as I told you, what was really exciting for me when I came home from the screening, I said, you know what? It's not perfect, but this is the first version of this story I will happily watch a second time.
Yeah. Well, they did take some liberties.
Oh, big freaking liberties. Yeah, no question.
So, because I couldn't remember a lot of the original film. I think the original film stays really close to the book, the Laurence Olivier one, because there's multiple generations of people in this family, and she has a brother in the original book. In the version we're going to talk about today, I think the dad and the brother, they've kind of like turned them into one character. So that's just something to know.
The Olivier version and the book are both dry like toast. Not interesting. I will never do that again. There's just so, I can't love everything. I don't like Jane Eyre.
Yeah, Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre, whatever it is.
Eyre.
There's just certain stories that just never connected with me. I love The Scarlet Letter. I could talk hours about that. I love Hester Prynne. I love that story. Like, there's certain works of literature that really got me. This is not one of them.
Okay, well,
This movie, man.
Let's get into this movie.
The greatest love story of all time. Tristan and Isolde, Romeo and Juliet, Brenda and Dylan, Taylor and Travis, Donnie and Melania, Paul and Annie, and by Paul and Annie I mean Paul Sheldon and Annie Wilkes.
And
get ready for, do you remember their names?
Kathy and Heathcliff.
Oh, Heathcliff. Yeah, that was another thing. I couldn't take it seriously when I was in high school. Like, Heathcliff, yeah. Come on. That's a cat.
It's a little bit of a pretentious name, but he was named by a child, so,
There you go.
We got to think about that. All right. So our movie opens in 18th century England.
What does it open with?
A hanging scene.
Oh, no. What do you hear before the hanging?
Oh. Well, you think
you hear, it sounds like happy sounds.
Yeah, it sounds
real
like
happy sounds. It sounds like, ooh.
Sounds like happy sex sounds.
Yeah, and then and then suddenly it fades in like, oh, we're hearing somebody's last guttural, sexy, albeit sexy voice as they're being hung.
Is it a sexy death? Is that what it is?
If you're going to go, this is how you want to go, especially with everybody watching you in public.
I know. And all these kids are like talking about this guy's downstairs. It's like, what?
And the director, to her credit, cuts to his downstairs.
Yeah. That's what I call it for the show because I don't want to get flagged. So.
No, that's very wise because who didn't care about getting flagged? The director of this movie.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, it's like, oh, okay, she does not care about masterpiece theater, PBS standards. Like this is akin to what Julie Taymor did with Titus Andronicus. It's like you're going to take a story that already has a reputation for being like the naughty, bad story, and she cranks it up past 11.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we see a blonde girl with blue eyes watching this hanging, and we don't really know who we're seeing at that moment. And then she's, running through the moors? Is she running through the moors at this point?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't care.
I don't even actually know what a moor is. Again.
The literate eggheads listening to this right now are slapping their foreheads like, she doesn't know what a moor is. She doesn't even know. How dare you talk about Bronte?
I know. I should Google the moors. No, but I'm not going to.
There's the name of a podcast. Google the moors tonight. Talk about the first 3 chapters of Wuthering Heights.
So we find out it's Kathy and her companion Nellie, and so they're running home, and they live with their father, with Kathy's father, and Mr. Earnshaw. And in this version, there's really no other kids. It's Kathy with some other people that work at the house. I mean, I think in the original version, there's a wife. I think there's a brother. I mean, there's more family members. But here, it really is kind of sad. And one day, Mr. Earnshaw picks up a begging boy off the street of England and just like brings him home. And is like, here, Kathy, here's like a brother friend for you. And he's not talking. She names him Heathcliff. He probably had a name. Don't you think?
No, I think he was named after a cat.
Oh, all right. Well, and she's kind of like, I named him, so he's mine. Okay, so right away we have an interesting dynamic that this director is really going to play up now, because these two kids grow up together and get in all sorts of mischief. And while the dad he's an alcoholic, he's addicted to gambling, he's not the greatest person. He beats the boy. And just so we're clear, like in the book, the dad is actually a really loving guy, and it's the brother who is the a-hole in the family.
Either way, for the first act of this movie, which is pretty brief, I must say, this portion of it, I really thought I thought there'd be more of it in this film. And to be clear, like, you know, and I gave this a fair shot. I did when I was in high school. I just did not love this book. And the first act of it didn't pull me in. And the movie I was also having that problem with the movie too. If anything, I thought, okay, I want this director to go even further. She's already shown that she wants to elevate the sense of a contained libido that these characters have. You know, like, I want more of that. And I didn't realize how much more of that was coming. Because she's just like, oh, you just wait, Barry Worse, and cracking her knuckles. I mean, like, yeah, like, this is, because it says, yeah, because you have because this is the busy work of the story. Because the film, without jumping to the ending, the movie does bookend this. And I think it does a really nice job of it. And if anything, I cared so much more about these characters when we returned to them at the very end.
Yes.
At this point, it just wasn't doing it for me. I blame the child. I'm sorry, I blame the actors. They just didn't pull me in. The setting is like,
I thought she was good. He was not as captivating. The little boy actor.
I will not name names. And kids, if you're listening to this, keep following your dreams. Keep taking those acting classes. It's going to be okay. It's okay if you end up on the Disney Channel. It's all right. Just keep going. Keep going. You'll get past this. No, like, you know, I wanted to be engaged. I wasn't. I thought this is the movie I thought it was going to be. The visual palette is ugly. The story is ugly.
Yeah.
And thankfully, this is just a very small part of the movie.
Yes, exactly. And the other thing is Wuthering Heights, which is the name of where they live, is terrible. I mean, it doesn't look like any place I'd want to live.
No.
And once they leave that first scene of the hanging, we never go back to that town square. I mean, it all takes place at two different houses and the moors. That's it.
Did you ever make this mistake? Because I did for at least a decade. I thought this story was called Wuthering Heights because and I think that checks, you know?
They are withering.
Yeah, I thought it was
No, Barry, it's wuthering.
It wasn't until I was in college with our Dr. What was the name of our very eccentric professor?
Woodruff?
Yes, Dr. Elaine Woodruff. She said, no, Barry, it's wuthering.
Yeah.
It's not withering, really? Because they're all withering. They seem like they're withering to me, withering away. No, Barry, it's wuthering.
She would like this book.
Oh, I think she'd love it. I think she'd feel liberated watching this movie.
Oh, wow. No,
Yeah.
I think she'd hate it. She'd be like, they took too many liberties.
Her favorite word, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, our college English professor, who was a fascinating lady, quite a piece of work, she loved to say the word trite. And if you wrote a paper that had just even one use of a word that sounded overly familiar, she would write trite in big red paper, in big red pen with an exclamation point after it. I have a lot of papers with that, but she ended up really liking me over time.
Okay. Wow. I don't know if she liked me. I have no idea.
Well, if she didn't like tear you down in class, she definitely liked you because
Okay.
I saw her do that a lot. It was definitely like a, you know, one of those teacher movies.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
took her job very seriously.
Very, very seriously. And, you know, the students who loved her, a lot of those, like the students who really succeeded, they're published now. They're either publishers or they're published writers. And the rest of us talk about, you know, we talk about us the way a wounded dog would talk about their master.
Yeah. All right. Let's circle back to...
No, I just want to talk about Dr. Woodruff. Talk about Wuthering Heights.
Okay, so now we see Kathy and Heathcliff as adults.
They're now played by Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie.
Whatever. Yes. And
I'm looking it up. I got to find out.
okay. Where to begin with this? I think obviously there's this unrequited love, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they are not
Robbie.
Okay, Robbie. They are not like telling each other how they feel.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're just kind
This
of
is like you and I for a year.
I know, like a year and a
And
half.
I had my unrequited love for you in Wuthering Heights.
I know. But they share their experiences way
Do
different
you
than
share
we did.
the feelings that deeply burrow inside my heart? No, I don't. Oh, okay. Can we still hang out on Friday? Yeah, sure. Okay. All right.
Okay, so Wuthering Heights has fallen into major disrepair. Mr. Earnshaw his alcoholism and gambling habits are just getting worse. Okay, so let's just jump to the really crazy scene.
Oh, please.
Yeah, because so Kathy's gonna go talk to Heathcliff, right? Is she gonna tell him her feelings?
Yes.
Okay. So he like sleeps above he's like in the barn.
Yes.
Above the animals.
Like an animal.
Yeah.
An untamed animal just waiting to be ridden.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is good. I'm writing this down.
Okay. I don't think I'm prepared for this conversation. Okay. So she climbs up to where he sleeps, and then all
The
of a
snores
sudden,
sound like horses whinnying, running into the wind, into the distance. You could hear the roaring thunder. He rose up, erect.
oh, stop.
He sat up.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Okay.
I'm a thesaurus. It means something else.
In your
Want
pocket?
to see what else it says here?
So she, all of a sudden, like two of the people that work at the house come into this barn.
They're clocking out for the day.
They've
"You know
clocked
what?
out for the day, but they are clocked in to each other.
Like, you know what? It's 6 o'clock.
I
I know a place where no one will find us.
know. So I don't want to get too graphic.
Oh, no.
But like, he puts like a horse thing on her.
Bit.
A bit.
She has a bit in her mouth.
Yeah. And that's all we see. We see them kiss, and then we see that, and then
Yeah, it's like some Seabiscuit action.
yeah, and then we see Kathy up top, like looking through a hole in the floorboards.
Which, in her defense, when this is what's going on, you absolutely look like, what is this?
And then, okay, you need to tell me why Heathcliff does this, but he sees her watching, and he like basically climbs on top of her and covers her eyes so that she can't see what's going on.
I think it's her mouth.
No, he covers her eyes.
Well, maybe he's like, she shouldn't be seeing this. This is...
No, he does not cover her mouth. He covers her eyes. He does not want her watching because maybe he's seen them do this before. Probably every night.
Man, that's like that's even redder than the Red Room right there, man.
I know. And
I don't want you seeing this. We want some oats.
some oats. Okay, so then when they're done and they leave, like she leaves really
Well, quickly.
what?
She gets up and leaves, and he's like,
Yeah.
He feels bad,
Right.
and then
He finds her in the moors.
no, he ventures down into his moors.
Oh.
Yeah, you know that word I just used earlier.
Yes.
The other use for that word. That's where he is.
After she leaves?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think I caught that part.
Yeah.
I just know she goes out to the moors and she does some exploring of her own.
Yeah, well, he does it too. She's left, and it's like, that's the closest I've ever been to the love of my life.
Yeah.
And
she's thinking the same thing. Probably.
yeah, and there's like the Seabiscuit thing downstairs. So this is like,
yeah.
this is the best day of my life.
So she's having some personal time out in the moors, and then he goes out and finds her. And it's like, oh my gosh, now what are they going to do?
I love this director. She's nuts. I love her. Emerald Fennel, just crazy. Let me pause for a second. So she came on the scene with this movie called Promising Young Woman. Stars Carey Mulligan. Mulligan's very good in the movie. The film has a terrible third act. I would say we should watch it together because it's interesting and the choices she makes are interesting and it's kind of a thriller, but it does lay an egg in the third act to a point where I'm like, man, the movie just wasn't worth all that we invested in it. Same thing happened with her second film, which came out a couple years ago, Barry Keoghan and Jacob Elordi in the movie Saltburn. Saltburn is more distinct, but it's the same thing. The ending blows. But like Fennel is interesting because she's taking chances. She is risking the whole thing capsizing into camp and, being a self-parody. Like her prior films have elements of this, but this is all in. Like this is, this isn't like, not only is this not your parents or your parents' parents' Wuthering Heights.
No.
This is like a 13-year-old who is going through puberty and is sexually obsessed with everything, him telling you what this story is.
Oh.
That's what this is like. The whole thing is so hormonally charged. Yes. And I got to say, because it's these two actors who are not winking at the audience,
No, they are very earnest.
No, I mean, yeah, like these are intense performances, and
Yeah.
that's exactly how you should play this. This is not Twilight where there's like not enough heat, or like something else where there's too much heat. Like they're playing this from as real as they possibly can, and I found the performances moving, and like this is one of the few mainstream studio movies that wants to be sexy. Mm-hmm. And I would even say erotic. Like, man, like they don't make this anymore.
Yeah, but there is like no nudity really.
Yes, that's where the movie gets a little shy, and that's where I get disappointed.
No, but I think that that's good because you don't really need that.
I want my nudity.
Oh, come on.
Because after the beast that bare two backs, after the
What?
sea biscuit whinnying, I'm poetic terms now, Jules.
Oh, okay.
You're not wearing any clothing. So, the covers come out and you're not dressed.
You've said this before, but we're seeing.
Say it again.
Stop.
I want more nudity.
Okay,
In the 70s, everybody was naked. And then suddenly in the 80s,
doesn't-
and this thing called the internet, everybody's all shy
Okay.
now. But that's also not realistic.
But it doesn't make sense in this situation because when she's watching these two people, we're watching it from her perspective. We're
Yeah.
not seeing what she's seeing, so it's fine.
Well, no. In your defense, you're right. I mean, she is partially clothed. She's wearing a bit.
Oh my gosh, let's not talk about those people. We're seeing this story from Kathy and
Do you think there was some
Heathcliff's
spurs involved?
Stop perspective. I don't want to have to put an R rating on this episode.
I just want to know if there was a flogger involved. That's
Oh
all I
my
want to know. That's
gosh.
all I'm asking.
Okay. So moving on, after he finds her in the moors, she is like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's caught me in
Right.
this vulnerable position."
Yes.
And she's just like, "Don't kiss me." Like she wants to kiss him, but she
course she
doesn't want to kiss him. And I think, because it's in this time and culture, a lady of her stature, which is funny to say because her family is like falling to ruins, like they're losing all their money. But technically she has stature with her dad and his place in society. And Heathcliff is a nobody right now,
Yeah.
society speaking, like
Yes.
he has no
social
money.
status.
Yeah.
Right.
So so it's like this tug of war between what she desires and what she's thinking. She's also thinking about her future, right?
Yes.
All right. So I think that covers her internal struggle.
You know what else this reminds me of? The story of Jack and Rose.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
It kind of is.
It is.
Except it is.
No, it is.
No,
They're doomed.
it's
They're doomed.
equally
It's not going to go well. They're doomed.
It's equally
doomed.
tragic.
I mean, do we want to argue over which one sucks more? Would you rather end up like Margot Robbie or Leonardo DiCaprio at the end of these stories?
I know. No, Rose for sure. I would want to be Rose in any of these stories. She gets to be like 90 years old.
She does.
So she has a full life. Her romance is just one piece of her life.
And she gets to tell her lusty tale
Yeah.
to Bill Paxton and a bunch of like horny bored sailors.
Exactly. But
What's that 9-year-old going to say next?
But for Kathy and Heathcliff, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. Okay. So now we're to a point where Kathy is like, there's a neighbor who's moved in next door.
Yes.
Well, next door being he's, I don't know, miles away, but he's their closest neighbor.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, the way the movie presents it, she basically discovers a plot device living next to them, and
Yes.
it's the character
Edgar.
Yeah. I mean, the movie needs him just because the story needs him, but really, this guy is to use a term in a movie I like, he's the Baxter. He's a guy who's basically just in the way.
Yes.
He's the person that Julia Roberts does not marry in any of her stupid movies. He is the person that Jennifer Lopez does not end up with in any of her movies. Every romantic drama and comedy has these characters, and this is this one's.
Right. And he lives in this beautiful house. Now, I will say the house is beautiful in a strange way. I actually love is the art direction?
The art direction, the cinematography, the costumes.
Yeah.
This is a sumptuous film. It's beautiful.
It's really pretty, but this house is like Disneyland, for lack of a better word, because all the rooms are different. They all have different themes. sometimes it reminds me of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, it feels like an extension of what the characters are feeling. It feels like an extension of their psyche, what their passions are. I agree with you. It's not realistic. The whole film, I'd say the film can be. There's a few movies. I mean, something like Moulin Rouge comes to mind. Anything by Baz Luhrmann, actually. Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, that kind of thing, where the art direction just doesn't. It's not just about setting the scene. It's about this is what's going on inside of these characters,
Exactly.
and it's exemplified in their surrounding.
Yeah, so that's why Wuthering Heights is literally falling apart.
Yes.
And this other Edgar's home is just like this beautiful escape, you know?
Right.
All right, so one day, Kathy goes to spy on Edgar and his ward, Isabella, and she's kind of climbing on top of this wall to peek over, and then they see her, she falls, sprains her ankle, and has to stay in their home for 6 weeks. And this is what people would do back then. I mean, this happened in the book, what's it called?
50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Twilight Eclipse? The Notebook? A Walk to Remember?
Stop.
What else have you read? I'm naming your book list.
Pride and Prejudice.
And Zombies.
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice.
And Zombies.
The oldest sister, she ends up getting ill and she has to stay at this family's house till she's better.
Don't you feel like, you know, they take care of you? I feel like you're obligated to marry whoever's single in the house. You do this.
I know. That's the thing. They take care of you, they nurse you back to health, and then they're like, guess we're getting married. I don't know.
Yeah, like I break my leg, you know, Janet and her family nurse me back to health. Like, I have to marry Janet now because I've been here for 6 months.
They've been feeding me. They've been bringing me, like, washing my clothes.
She's declared her undying love for me 7 times. And I'm like, I don't know. Let me just see how this foot goes. I mean, you know, maybe if I'm feeling better.
Yeah, exactly.
If not, every time I hobble away, I'll think of you.
Okay, so what do you think about the ward, Isabella? I think this character is so bonkers.
This is Alison Oliver. I think she steals the film, honestly. And it's hard to steal this movie, but she does it. She's so funny. Her choices are offbeat. Her character is big, but so crazy that instead of it being this thing where she's obnoxious or, you know, like she steals the movie in the right way is what I'm trying to say. And I love all of her scenes because her choices are interesting. And a character, frankly, that barely registered to me on paper is now like
alive.
Oh, she's delightful.
Yeah. Now, I was confused because she's Edgar's ward. I don't really know what that means back then.
This, you know, when this thing is set, these could all be brothers and sisters and it would still be the same story. Who cares?
Yeah. I know, but I'm just saying. Like, Edgar is obviously not interested in her.
And now pronounce you siblings. You may kiss your sibling.
On the cheek. All right, so after Kathy gets better, Edgar is, like, smitten with her. He proposes marriage. And she goes back to Wuthering Heights, to her dad, and is like...
Well, I don't think I think we jumped over the part of this movie that made me fall in love with this film. For one thing, it's when... Heathcliff, that name, he overhears.
No, we're getting there.
Really? This is that point where she's back? I thought it happened before then.
No,
right.
She's coming back. I was
sorry.
just going there.
Okay. I swear I have good listening skills.
So she's back at Wuthering Heights and she's now thinking, okay, Edgar wants to marry me, but she's talking to Nellie. This is the scene?
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you.
She's talking to Nellie in the kitchen and she's like, okay, do I marry him? I don't know what to do. And Nellie sees that Heathcliff is listening. Nellie kind of steers the conversation so that Kathy will say she's going to marry Edgar, which she does. And she basically says, like, Heathcliff, she can't marry him because they would be poor.
Heathcliff kind of sucks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Heathcliff hears this and then leaves.
This is when he leaves. Yeah. And this is when I'm like, okay, movie, I'm lost. I'm lost in your eyes. I'm just so lost in your eyes. He gallops on his horse into the reddest sunset I've ever seen. Like, oh my, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
This movie doesn't even need this, and this is gorgeous. It looks like an illustration, you know, again, from like a hyperactive, horny 14-year-old. Like, this is crazy. This movie does not need any of this. This film is going above and beyond. And if anything, the fact that the film is so overdone, I just, at this point, I thought, wow, this is great, because this movie shouldn't be this interesting, because this story is so old. It's been regurgitated, not only remade, but regurgitated dozens and dozens of times. And it felt new because of how the director is like, no, I'm not gonna make this some, this little fuddy-duddy costume drama. I'm gonna turn this into a tour de force, and she does.
Yeah. Okay, I think this plot synopsis says it best. So while expressing to Nellie her guilt over choosing Edgar over Heathcliff, Kathy implies that Nellie wouldn't understand because she never loved anyone and no one loves her.
Oh!
Yeah, she's really mean to Nellie. So Nellie bitterly...
Nellie kind of sucks, though, right?
She does.
Let's face it, she's the villain of this piece. At least the way she's painted here, she is the true villain. And for no other reason...
Kathy doesn't treat her that well either.
Yes, and I'm not saying it. Yeah, it is. You're right. It is quid pro quo. But on the other hand, Nellie is the only one in this movie who's calling any shots. These characters are all victim to my feelings, whereas Nellie is like,
she's calculated.
Yeah. She's even though ultimately her employment and her status in life means that she's always going to be something of a prisoner to this family.
She's always going to be with Kathy.
Yeah, and that's her cross to bear, so to speak. But I dig this because this character, who again, I don't know that this character ever registered to me in literature. In this film, it's like, oh, this pops because she's the only villain this movie really has, other than the ravages of time and
the ravages of time.
Sorry, I'm trying to speak poetic.
So Nellie manipulates Kathy into saying that marrying Heathcliff would degrade her so that it would be secretly overheard by him outside. So that's when Heathcliff leaves before he hears Kathy confess her love for him and her belief in their connection, wrongly believing that Kathy does not care for him. And that's when he leaves Wuthering Heights on horseback into the sunset. And so then Kathy's devastated because he just leaves without saying goodbye. And so she's like, guess I'm marrying Edgar. I don't know if I'm ever going to see him again.
Edgar is handsome. He's loaded with money. He seems really kind. In other words, he's boring.
Yeah.
He's boring. He's not Heathcliff. He's like Billy Zane in Titanic, only nice.
Yeah.
He even has the same mustache. They could be brothers.
Well, he's nice until, later on he gets mean, but it's kind of...
Does he get mean?
It's kind of deserved because...
Well, he realizes that, the guy who's 7 times more handsome than me is interested in my wife.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I don't know. We have a little bit of business where we see her at home.
Oh, it's a montage.
Yeah, of all the seasons changing.
Yeah, and we could see that the intercourse that she has with her husband now... it is devoid of, let's just say, some Seabiscuit rip-snorting action.
There's
that she
not
imagines.
A lot of passion.
No, not at all. It's boring. But this house it's magically transforming depending on how they're feeling. I mean, it really, again, it looks like it's almost like those psychiatrist sessions, like, draw a picture of how you're feeling. Yeah. That's what the art direction in this movie looks like.
Do you see a butterfly or a ghost?
It's self-expressionistic, it's self-indulgent, and I'm completely on board. I don't know. Like some movies, including one we're going to be talking about very soon, some movies I don't let them get away with this kind of nobody was at the reins of this thing. In this case, I just feel like this director knew, man, this is one of the most boring works of literature ever, and I'm going to shake this up and make this into the most hottest movie you've ever seen.
Okay, so Kathy's living a lavish lifestyle with Edgar and Isabella. It's been 5 years now, and now she has just found out she's pregnant. And that's when Heathcliff makes his grand entrance. Now, I will say, before he leaves, he is missing one of his teeth that's kind of it's visible. Mm-hmm. And then when he comes back, he has a gold tooth, really nice hair, and fancy clothes. And now we're like, oh, he's got money. Where did he get this money? We have no idea. So
you're not going to describe how she sees him? after 5 years.
How does she see him? You describe it.
She wanders up into the misty moors, walking silently, slowly. And then in the distance, a figure appears behind her, silent, not moving, but with a grandeur, with a stature, clearly a handsome, tall, brooding man. She turns around. It's Heathcliff.
Wow. Yeah, she does. The moors are very misty.
The scene
Foggy.
it could not be more beautiful.
Yeah.
It is corny as frick.
Is she wearing that red dress?
Yes. It's so cheese, and I don't care. I'm like, oh man, this movie knows what it is. It's selling this. I don't know, like by this point in time, I'm like, okay, you've got me. You've got me, director Emerald Fennel, whose last 2 movies I didn't even like. This is working because this, again, going above and beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's gorgeous. It's a ravishingly beautiful film. And man, does Elordi look great. Oh my gosh. Handsome dude. Margot looks...
He's okay.
What is wrong with you?
He's okay.
How dare you?
I know. I mean, he's tall, yes, and he's handsome.
Are you saying he's no Colin Firth? Is he no Colin Firth emerging from that wetness? Is that what you're saying?
I mean...
What is wrong with you?
know,
No.
I know.
Colin Firth never played Elvis. This guy's played Elvis.
I know. He's a great actor. He was great in this role. I just personally...
He was a better Elvis than Dustin Butler's Elvis.
Austin Butler.
Whatever. He was a better Elvis than Kurt Russell's Elvis.
Okay, I'm just saying. His face is not like I'm not like, oh, wow, I'm so attracted to you.
I'm
he's
so
okay.
disappointed.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whose face would you prefer?
I don't...
Answer carefully. You're being recorded.
Okay, like honestly...
I'm going to use this in a court later on.
Honestly, like a young Christian Bale.
A young Christian Bale. Oh, so a newsie.
No, not that young.
How young?
Like...
The Machinist?
Like in his 30s. Come on.
His 30s. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the first time we see Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So older than Little Women.
Yes.
You mean Patrick Bateman, don't you?
But not... Yeah, that like age, but not Patrick Bateman, obviously.
I think you got to get Patrick Bateman with that bod.
Heathcliff.
You got you can't pick and choose. You want that physique, you got to get the serial killer with the physique.
Yeah, right.
Remember, he's a method actor. He doesn't turn it off.
I know. All right, I'm just saying. Like, some of these younger actors, they're objectively handsome, but I'm like, it's okay.
I'm shocked and appalled right now.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Notice I haven't said anything about Margot Robbie. Let's move on.
No, I mean, she's beautiful. She's, yeah.
She's okay.
She's okay. All right. So now Heathcliff is back in town and he's hanging out with everybody, with the whole family. Mm-hmm. And this gets awkward because there's that sexual tension between them. But she's also still mad at him. So there's a lot of rage in there too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But eventually, let's see, her dad dies. And Heathcliff buys Wuthering Heights and takes it over. So now she's like, oh my gosh, we're neighbors? Crap. It's not going to go well for her. Or him. Too much. They're too close.
Yes.
And Isabella is like chucking Heathcliff out.
Who could blame her?
I know, maybe it's the gold tooth. I don't know.
Are you serious right now? The gold tooth, that's what does it? If he just had a little better dental care at the turn of the century, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So then when does their affair start? After that,
Excellent
after
question.
he buys the Wuthering Heights?
I'm trying to remember exactly when the moment is. I mean,
Yeah.
it gets to a point where that's all they're doing.
Yeah, it gets to the point where we just kind of see montage. It's not really a montage.
It progresses,
but,
progresses into to flirtation and admittance that they've always had a thing for each other. To it's like, okay, 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he even does. Okay, so she has her own room in her house.
Yeah,
and her husband's right across the hall.
Yeah,
and at one point, after she finds out she's pregnant, she's like, oh, stay with me. And I don't know what it was with this time in history, but he's like, if I stay in here, I'm not going to leave you alone. It's like, okay, so you're either with your spouse. If you're in their room, you're obviously having sex. Or you have to sleep in a totally different room.
Yeah.
I think that's how they did it.
And she's in a totally different room. Husband's like, "Hun, you okay?" "Yeah, doing lady things that you wouldn't understand." "Oh, you sure? I thought that had passed." No. 3 more months of that. Exactly 3 more hours of that, actually.
Don't worry. Nobody else is in here with me.
Yeah, no one else is in here.
Okay, I thought I heard some noises. No, you didn't hear anything.
Yeah, they're being really sloppy because at one point it's in, because I was going to say a car. It's not a car. It's a stagecoach.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a parked stagecoach.
They hold hands at her own dad's funeral.
Oh man, this is that age of like, the age of innocence. Like,
Yeah.
you don't hold hands. That's wild.
I was like, nobody's seeing.
That's like second base holding hands during this time.
No one's seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I think Nellie is seeing it because Nellie sees all.
Yes, she does.
That's her job. That's her whole life, is just to like spy on everyone.
Yeah, she's, and plus, let's face it, she's living vicariously through these people. Mm-hmm. This is the excitement, and having all these secrets, having all this blackmail footage on them, so to speak. Yeah,
I know. So they are just doing it every chance they get,
like it's going out of style.
And
you know what this movie should have been? A musical.
No.
Yes. It could have been like a total Moulin Rouge musical where, like, at one point, Heathcliff sits down, he's got, quill and pen. He's like, "They say our love won't pay the rent, but before it's earned, our money's all been spent. Babe, I got you."
Oh my gosh.
This movie totally could have been a musical. It looks like a musical. Everything, this is using cinema like a canvas. This is, this is what that looks like. So yeah, I think the approach is already, I'll use the word operatic. It's already at that level. Mm-hmm. If anything, that's the only bit of restraint this movie is showing, that no one breaks out into song.
Yeah, that's true. So at some point, Kathy realizes Nellie knew Heathcliff was listening when Kathy was, said she was going to marry Edgar, and that marrying Heathcliff would degrade her. And so she tries to banish Nellie from the house. She's like, "Okay, you're fired," basically. But
Can we talk about this, though, for a second?
All right.
Because on the one hand, I get it. There's no internet. There's no electricity, for Pete's sake. So, like...
It looks like their house has electricity.
Sure.
But okay.
Well, there you go. But the thing is, like, this is a time when your word, let alone your word to paper, is everything. So on the one hand, I understand the dramatic stakes of this, but it's also like, who cares? Neither here nor there. If she had said something then, who's to say any of this would have happened? Maybe she and Heathcliff would have died broke.
Right.
They're better off like this. This is better.
This is better.
Had they gotten together when they were completely broke and covered in filth, living in filth, when he's outside working in blood and she's walking past him and she's got blood all over her dress. Mm-hmm. I mean, you still have a Seas-Biscuit horse whinnying, but still, like, you lose. I mean, this is more fun. This is better.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate here, because if she had said to Heathcliff, "Hey, I actually do have feelings for you. I don't want to marry this boring rich guy, but like, how are we going to survive?" He went out and made something of himself. He obviously has some kind of skills. I don't know. Maybe he stole all the money.
Yeah,
but,
that's a whole other movie, isn't
I
it?
know. So I don't know how he made his money. Maybe the book tells us, but I think they could have figured it out. Like, I think obviously it wouldn't be a tragic love story if they had gone this route, but she could have stayed at Wuthering Heights with her dad. He could have gone off, made his fortune, and come back and married her. Like, it could have happened, but that's how these things happen. Nobody communicates. There's always a miscommunication, and then the love of your life disappears. So just tell the person. That's my recommendation. Just say the thing.
But this is a time when words were everything. It's not today when people put their stupid words on every single possible means so that everybody hears exactly what you're thinking in real time, and you do serious damage to yourself within seconds because there's so many means to use your words as either a weapon or a self-destructive force. This is when, this is, oh, my gosh. I mean, it's like you could, I mean, telling someone you love them during this period of time is devastating.
I know.
As opposed to now, it's like, love you, LOL, send.
LOL, love you.
I can't even spell love you. Heart emoji, smiling emoji, broccoli emoji upside down, LOL.
Okay, so Nellie reveals the affair to Edgar, who forbids Kathy from seeing Heathcliff. Kathy later reveals her pregnancy to Heathcliff, and he's like, is it mine? And she's like, no, I knew before you came back. And I think he was really upset about that.
He's finally catching on.
What? To what?
That something's up.
That she's pregnant?
No. I think at this point her husband.
Oh, like, Edgar.
Yeah, Edgar. I think
Nellie tells him.
Yeah, Nellie tells him. But also it's like, I mean, it seems like he's so blissfully unaware and apparently so confident in his relationship that this completely, takes him off guard. But at the same time, it's like his relationship with his wife, it doesn't crackle the way her words crackle whenever she's with Heathcliff.
No, that's true. Yeah. Because Edgar is he's very traditional. He's like, this is over. We're not talking about this.
He's boring.
Yeah, he's boring. But Heathcliff offers to kill Edgar. And Kathy's like, no, that you can't do that. We cannot see each other anymore. This is it. This is over. Now my husband knows I'm having his baby. Like, we have to stop this.
I love that that's in there, though, because that is a plot strand the movie and the story avoids. Would have made it so much better. Because there's a film, 2 movies, in fact, called The Postman Always Rings Twice. That's the plot. You and I could be so happy together. We just got one person to get rid of. One little murder, and you and I are going to be happy for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. So they don't go in that direction.
They don't, and I'm still disappointed.
Oh, you wanted...
Kill the guy. Yes, kill Edgar. Get rid of Isabella. Run off and be happy for the rest of your lives. Get more gold teeth.
Okay, so... Now Heathcliff is just thinking about revenge, and so he enters Isabella's room one night. It's like, I love this scene and I hate this scene at the same time. So he basically tells Isabella, because he finds out, like, okay, she's a virgin, she has the hots for me, I'm going to use this to make Kathy jealous. And so he goes into her room and he's like, basically, do you want me to have sex with you? And she's kind of like,
Is this a trick question?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yes? Question mark. And he's like, I don't love you. I'm going to treat you terribly. Let's get married. Do you want to continue? And she says yes. What?
You had me like treat you like crap.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I know. Now, to be fair,
and it's sadomasochistic, I must say.
Yes.
Like, it matches the sea biscuiting in the first act of the movie.
Yeah, they have a BDSM relationship.
It is.
Yes.
And it's like, oh man, that's wow.
Yeah.
Like, I was not expecting the film to go in that direction.
He degrades her, treats her like a literal dog, which Nellie comes over and sees this happening.
Yeah.
And she's like, Isabella, like, come home. And she's just like barking at her. It's crazy. So there is a whole thing where Isabella agrees to write letters.
You think the Bronte purists are listening to this right now? Like, I'm never seeing this film. This sounds horrifying.
Yeah, probably.
I am horrified.
Okay, so Heathcliff...
Listeners, it gets better.
Okay, but Heathcliff still doesn't know how to read or write.
Right.
Okay, so Isabella has to write all these letters from him to Kathy.
Yeah.
And Nellie intercepts them and just throws them into the fire. You know, is this a I wrote you every day for a year situation? I mean, Kathy has no idea. She just knows that Heathcliff and Isabella are living at Wuthering Heights.
And again, what the heck did he do to become so loaded? Because if he can't read or write, I mean, did he invent the hula hoop? What did he do?
I don't know.
It's like when you got to go to the bank, you got to sign this check.
Okay, but I want to know how he became so disgusting. like living in this house. Like they don't fix it up at all. It's falling apart. He's treating Isabella like a literal dog, and she's just kind of going along with it.
Don't you think the house represents the inner rot of his?
Yeah, but how did he become so rotten?
I mean, he grew up like this. I don't think he ever, I think he's like Oliver Twist. He was never quite used to accommodations. He was never quite used to feeling comfortable. He's always, lived an existence that is in squalor at best, a sty at worst. So I don't think this is a big deal for him.
Okay, so in the book, Heathcliff got rich by exploiting the brothers' gambling addiction and eventually mortgaging Wuthering Heights from him. But in this version, he goes away and comes back with money. So this says he may have made money through dubious means, possibly involving the slave trade. So
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's probably why the movie didn't
You know
talk
what, Emily
about
Bronte?
that.
Never mind. We don't want to know. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we want to know what he did because it sounds bad.
No. I'm like, you had me at gambling, but slave trading? No, please, no. Yeah, I wonder why this is not in the movie.
I know, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
So
Historically accurate, but dubious.
But yeah,
awful.
Yep.
Exactly.
So depressed over Heathcliff marrying Isabella, Kathy locks herself in her room and starves herself. So Heathcliff tries to stay connected to Kathy by secretly sending the letters, and Nellie intercepts them and letting Kathy think that Heathcliff has abandoned her. So her pregnancy eventually results in a miscarriage, which becomes septic. She basically has a severe infection. And when Nellie realizes how serious Kathy's condition is, that's when she goes to try to rescue Isabella and tells Heathcliff that Kathy is dying. So Heathcliff frantically rides back to Kathy's house.
That's a heck of a scene, too. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
riding a horse quickly shouldn't be this exciting because it's one of the oldest movie cliches. But
I should say, though, before he gets there, we do see Edgar, with Kathy trying to, save her and,
Yeah.
let's get a doctor.
And I guess even the stuff with Nellie is fascinating.
Yeah.
Hung Chow plays this character. And the first time I ever saw her in was Inherent Vice. She steals her, I think, 2 scenes in that film. She, of course, is sensational in The Menu. Remember her in that? And she is the villain in Watchmen, the miniseries. She was amazing in that. She's killer good. She had an unfortunate performance and an unfortunate role in a movie called Downsizing. That's a whole other conversation, what she did in that movie and what that character was. Very problematic, even though I think she was up for a bunch of awards for that movie. But all that to say, she is terrific. And she takes this role, which could have been very one note, not to mention thankless. And I'm constantly looking at her because her choices are interesting. I didn't know how to feel about her from scene to scene. And
I know. I feel
that's
like
what she's doing.
I feel like I would watch it again just to watch.
Keep an eye on what she's doing.
Yeah.
Because how much of this is she playing them? How much of this is like, oh, this is a happenstance. I'm just going to take advantage of this moment. How much of this does she really love them? How much of this is she doing it because she truly hates them? I'm constantly wondering. And she doesn't make it easy, which is like, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if she just made different choices on every take. Either way, it's wonderful because this could have been a one-note villain. Instead, I'm like, I don't know if this is the villain. I think she's the villain of this piece, aside from death and aging and, and the fact that it's Emily Bronte. So, of course, everyone's going to die at the end.
I know. So Heathcliff arrives and just okay, the scene where Kathy dies, though, where the camera is overhead and she's in the bed and you can just see the blood under the sheet. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, when you told me people were in the theater crying, I was like, okay, whatever. I wasn't prepared to cry, and I cried.
Yeah. No, at this point, I had basically lost it, but I found that what little sound I was audibly making was being dwarfed by everyone around me. Were muting me out because the sobbing was so loud.
Did you cry? Did you cry the second time with me? Oh, you did.
No, if anything, the beauty of it is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it started with the scene where we jumped over where she's in the wedding dress and she's walking across the field early in the movie.
Yes.
Just like, this is amazing.
Oh yeah, the scene where the wedding dress in the field over the moors.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible
I was
shot.
like, what?
Yeah, this movie came out in February. If they forget this movie at the Oscars for best cinematography, that would be
And costumes.
yeah, idiotic. This movie
Yeah.
needs to be a lock for these things because God, it's just a ravishingly beautiful movie.
So Heathcliff holds Kathy's dead body and begs her to
it's so
drive
hard to
him
watch.
mad and not give him peace as
So
long
hard to watch.
as
It's
he
so
should
beautiful.
live.
Yeah, I was sobbing at this point too.
Yeah.
Like
He
the other
basi-
287 people around me.
He's like,
sobbing.
haunt me forever. That's what he's saying.
And I was, oh no, don't do that. No, don't do that.
But now, okay, so now we go back to when they're kids.
Okay. You can go now. It's been 7 years. No.
He's like, I went to therapy. Isabella and I are doing great. Get out of here.
I'm seeing this lovely new lady. Her name is Jane. I don't approve.
I know. Okay, so now we go back to them as kids.
Yeah, full circle, back to them snuggling in the bed. She's comforting him after he's been horribly beaten by her father.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is beautiful. This got me. I didn't think this part of this movie would continue to work, but it does. It's a beautiful way to bookend the whole thing.
Because doesn't he tell her he loves her?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
lovely, and
Because she's pretending to be asleep.
this director is shameless because it
Yeah.
cuts back and forth to them present day, her dead, and then here she is comforting him in this moment. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They were meant to be together this whole time. Yeah.
Yep.
I know. I did not expect to love this movie as much as I did. I was thinking it was going to be terrible because of the trailer, and I loved almost everything about it. The acting, the cinematography, the costumes were amazing. Everything was like grander than it even needed to be.
Yeah. No, I think this director, Emerald Fennel, I want to give her all the credit in the world. It seemed like a fool's errand to me because her first two films, they're really not period pieces. And if anything, I thought, well, this is a step back doing this because this has been done so many times. She's not going to find anything new. Oh, she did. She brought something very new to it. And I'm serious as a heart attack about this. This is not my first Wuthering Heights. I think the most recent one I saw was in, I think it was 2014. I think that was the most recent version I saw. And it was beautiful in terms of a visual experience. But beyond that, I don't like this story. It's never got me. This movie really got me.
It got you in your cold, hard heart.
It did. And it's almost like the experience I had with Mean Girls. So I told you how I saw that movie kicking and screaming. I thought, this is going to be terrible. The trailer is terrible. And that was one of my favorite films of that year. And it's one of the great high school movies. This is the version of Wuthering Heights I'll go back to because there's a lot to discover there. It's not a boring, tried and true costume drama. It's an experimental film with a studio budget, and it's shamelessly erotic and demonstrative of its style.
Okay, so how many stars did you give it?
I gave it 2.5 when I first saw it, and I'm going to give it 3.
What?
Yeah, 3.
You only gave it 2.5 when you first saw it and you cried?
Yeah. 2.5 means good, and now I'm giving it a half extra star, meaning it's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 stars.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, because it's still Wuthering Heights.
Oh, come on.
It still has the first 20 minutes that are an ordeal, but once the stars show up, and look, Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi have given other better performances elsewhere, but they're terrific in this. They're a huge component why this movie works so well.
I agree. Yeah. I think I would give it 3.5.
There you go. Is it one of your favorite films of the year?
So far, maybe. I'd have to make a list, but I liked it more than I thought I would.
Do you have a favorite Margot Robbie performance?
I don't think I've seen all of her stuff.
You need to see more of her stuff.
Yeah,
Have you seen her play Tanya Harding?
No.
That was a heck of a movie.
No.
Yeah,
haven't.
Tanya. Yeah, it's great.
But I did like her in this. I did not like her in that one movie. What's that one movie?
The one with Will Smith?
No. No, the one.
Suicide Squad?
No, I never saw that.
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, I saw
She's
it.
good in that.
I saw it in the theater. I saw Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
The one, like a big, bold, beautiful adventure or whatever.
Oh my gosh, that thing. Yeah, with Colin Farrell.
Yes.
A big, bold,
Beautiful
beautiful
journey.
Yeah.
Journey. Yeah. I thought I was going to love that movie, again, based on the trailer, and I ended up hating it.
That was hilarious because listeners, like, usually when Julia ventures out into the wild to see a movie, usually it's with me. In this case, I'm like, I love you, but you're on your own.
Yeah.
So she ditched
I went with
me.
a friend.
Went with a friend, and my buddy Aaron, a terrific movie
No,
critic.
Michael came.
Michael? I thought Aaron was there too.
No. Well, he might have been. But
I think he was. Yeah, Michael
Okay.
McCartney was also there too. Yeah, it was all my
Sorry,
people.
Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron, threw you under the bus. So all of my friends were there with Julia, and I really thought like, oh, they're all gonna call me crying and tell me how good this was. They all collectively told me that movie was such a dog.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah. Now, I do think part of the reason is that it wasn't the projectionist. It didn't have the light up high
Really?
enough. Yeah, I told you this. Remember I said, oh, it was really a dark looking movie.
Yeah.
I could barely see some of the scenes. And you're like, oh, that's probably the projectionist. You should have said something. And I'm like, dang it. So I kind of wanted to watch it again to see if I had a different experience. But I feel like it would just be torture at this point.
Well, I've never seen it, and I will watch it once.
You'll watch it with me?
I will watch it with you.
Okay, I have it on
We don't want to do an
record.
episode on it though, do
No,
we?
we don't.
Do we really want to torture our listeners?
No. Unless
With
we...
a big, bold, beautiful journey.
I know. I mean, unless you think it's like we could make it funny, but it's really... it's just
Did we
kind
make
of
Wuthering Heights
stupid.
funny? is there anything amusing about this story? It's tragic.
I know.
Why are all the great love stories so tragic, listeners?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we like When Harry Met Sally, and it ends with an ellipsis. No one's dead at the end of it.
I know.
My favorite love story is Dogfight. It ends with an ellipsis,
we talked
but
about that.
they are alive and well at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like why do most love stories that connect with people they're always tragedies? And on the one hand, I'll quote
Maybe because we can visualize what it could have been, and we can we can kind of create any story we want. But if we see what actually happened, maybe it's not so great.
One of my favorite film critics in Denver, Colorado, Walter Chow, he said it so brilliantly and perfectly, and I'll repeat what he said, which is that all great love stories are tragedies because you fall in love with your life mate, your soulmate. Eventually, one of you or both of you will die.
Aww.
So it's tragic no matter what. Thanks, Walter.
On that note, we hope everyone has a really great day. All right. Well, I think we did it. That concludes our discussion of Wuthering Heights.